Hello everyone, this is Valderan, and yeah, still no update on Xbox Game Pass, so I am still on Steam, and that means I had to make a decision which of the saves I picked. So I picked to continue the no ship one from yesterday, mainly to see if I can find the bloody ship. Uh, at least that is one thing, and that is kind of what I will continue with. I was, well, I actually was intended to being in the cave, but I wasn't. So, and the thing is that I do not have a lot of slots in my my exosuit, so I'm starting to get everything filled up. So it's kind of limited what I can pick up. I will from time to time have to refine a little bit to actually keep things that I do want, but apart from that, we are looking for a ship, so yeah. And the game difficulty is Permadeath, and I'm not allowed to use the starter ship. I'm not even allowed to go near it. So that I of course follow. That is kind of part of the rules. And yeah, I have decided to play that challenge myself. So if anyone is to blame for all my misery, it's me. For you guys, it's hopefully, I don't have any free slots. That is actually not only good. So I would like to take these because it either gives nanites, which I'm going to need later on, or it gives something. Well, the problem is I don't have space for something, so yeah, that is then the problem. So what am I actually looking for? Well, I'm looking for either a crashed ship. That would be a good start. Or I'm looking for a trading post where I can actually work on to get enough money to buy a ship. That's the two options that is really there. I do have a third option, but as I don't have enough money for that, then it's not really an option. But I could, with a little bit of luck, find a trader which has landed, and that was not what I wanted. That was what I wanted. And then buy his ship, but again, that takes money, and I haven't made that much money. So that is one of those that simply have to wait. Oh dear, those plans are really out to get me. So I'm trying to go south. I have a minor settlement 15 hours away. That's absolutely not helpful. And I already found one minus settlement, and it's very good, but it doesn't hold any ships whatsoever. The funny thing is, this one has not changed a lot time-wise. One of the problems with these challenges is that although it's difficult to find a ship without having the options and all that. However, it's not impossible. Yeah, it takes time, but survival is always paramount. That's the first thing there is. And that, of course, I have to comply with the 2 rules we have constantly set up in this game. The first rule is not to die. Makes sense. The second rule is, if everything else fails, follow rule number 1. So this is actually maybe a good place. Maybe. And it's at a distance system, so no, that is not going to be good. Yeah. There. There's some buildings there. Okay. Well, I can't visit the other rooms, so, well, was there anything I could pick up? I don't have the Atlas pass to get through, and I haven't actually, I think I bought the Atlas pass V1. But I can't use that right now. So that's the minus settlement. There was some shelters over here. I haven't met, well, there was a Viking in that room, but other than that, I kind of haven't met one yet. So, what does that give me? So, now I have a problem because I need to make a metal plate to actually get anything. So for sodium is what I have least of. though sodium is something you constantly use.
Technology recharge.
Well, I leave this behind when I finished using it, because that takes up a slot as well, and that is not really what I want to spend my hard-earned slots on. There is many other options, I would say. But yeah, it's like that. So yeah, as I said, this will take a lot of refining and stuff to actually make things run around, because I have to bear in mind that I probably will need money, but on the other hand, I might also need materials, and that is where it gets so tricky as it does, because there is two ways to go, and one is straightforward. It works very good as it is. The other one is very windy and tricky. So yeah. It's just, well, try to get the best out of it. And as I would say, I do have fun doing this. If I didn't, I wouldn't do it. So that one as well. I apologize for that black blob I get up. I have no idea why I do that. I tried to investigate if it was something I could actually get rid of, but it doesn't look like I can. I only have it on Steam. I never had it on Game Pass. But I can't remember if it came up in the past, but yeah, well, it's one of these things that you sometimes have to ask some questions, and those questions would of course need answers. So but the nanites is going to be very important when I get off this rock. So I need a wiring loom for that. I could actually install it, but so no, not there. There. Oh, I had a plan. It's not a real plan, but it's a plan. Some sodium, And I was actually thinking to just scrap it, but I decided no, because it might actually come handy. I have one slot free, so I could potentially pick one thing up. And yeah. So the observatory didn't actually give anything useful, which was a little bit of a shame. There's an unknown building that way. That is the one I have been to. That's the minus settlement. So that one, that way, is not entirely south, but I kind of have to investigate buildings. Otherwise, I kind of fade out. And it could be something useful. It's just shoulders, so. The thing is, there's something else. I have found out that it is not always everything is actually shown. So even though you might have some scanning device, it is not always it shows you everything. So which is very annoying. One space. Nanites again, that's okay. The good thing with nanites is that they actually don't take up any space, so that is that's absolutely fine. This is just shelters. Even though there is some transmission device. Is this the same as I have? No. So I will have to refine the thing I have in order to get the next one. That's yeah, that's just how it is.
Technology recharge.
And I don't mind actually making the nanites as I go. It just takes a little bit of time all the time. So while that is going, I'll go into this one because there will be nanites. There is always nanites in one of them. At least that's as far as I have found. Of course, I say always that that kind of depends whether I have always been lucky or unlucky. So I don't know if you could miss out on it, but I have never encountered it. There's always a nanite extractor in one of them. So that should be okay-ish. So, sorry, I got a message. I wanted to see what that was. If it's anything I need to react to, but no, it wasn't. I actually hate when they send me commercial messages while I'm streaming. But of course, they wouldn't know. So, as usual, I would say if you're new to No Man's Sky or don't know anything about it, feel free to ask questions in chat. If you're a little bit more experienced and still have some questions, feel free to ask them. If you are an experienced player, feel free just to chit chat either about the game or anything really. If you are a new player, I will say I have a YouTube channel as well, and there's a lot of how-to videos on that, and that just grows over and over again because there's always something which I find out that could actually be useful for someone. So there is that. There's a lot of ships, S-class ships, which can be found, and other things. All the a lot of Nexus missions I have cut out and put on so they can be used as a reference by name. So that there is, and of course I also have a Facebook page. So if you feel like it, feel free to use my community here to keep you up to date. There's nothing flashy, nothing required, just follow, subscribe, sign up, follow, yeah, as you feel like. But even though if you don't, I'll still answer questions in chat. And I'm again pouring coffee down myself. That is turning into a rule rather than an exception. That's not always good. So, talked about that. I stream from Sunday to Thursday, and that is from 8 o'clock UK time and to around 1 o'clock. Sometimes I go a little bit over. It's rare I stop before 1, but it has happened a couple of times. So, but again, if it's too dead, I might get a little bit tired. If there's a lot of chat, a lot of actions going on, then it seems to fresh you up quite a bit. So let me recap. This is a permadeath game where the challenge is not to use the starship. and that means I have to go and find a ship by other means, either a crash ship or buy one. Problem is, so far I haven't found any ships or people selling ships, so that is the first challenge. Find out where you can actually get things. Well, I'm not allowed to even go close to the start ship. And then you might ask the question, why are you doing that? Well, I kind of like playing Permadeath. I was talked into do it, and I didn't think I would last very long, but it actually seems to go okay. So after I was talked into it, I actually never turned back, because I have only played Permadeath since that day. That's a truth with a little bit of a twist, because I did play expeditions, and they are on normal, so that I did play on normal. And to be honest, I found that a little bit dull. Now I'm used to playing Permadeath, so but I do like challenges, and I do like something can be difficult. But I hate when it's impossible. So there has to be a possibility to actually do it. I don't mind. I have to be patient, or I have to grind things to actually get it worthwhile. But there has to be a potential chance to actually do it. Not this impossible task which no one can do, or only one out of a billion can do, then that's not for me. And I do like when whatever I do in games, I do like it interests me what I'm doing. When I started playing computer games, there was one type of games which was almost like an advanced shoot 'em up gallery, and there was I think roughly 20 things which passed in front of you, and you had to shoot them. And when you got to actually realize the pattern of them, you could hit them every time. And it was interesting playing it until you actually found the solution, because then it got very boring, because you could score maximum every time. And that is my point, that I do want to have some sort of challenge in it. So, yeah, that's why I do Permadeath. That's why I do these insane challenges sometimes. And if anyone has some interesting challenges, feel free to post them. I won't do all challenges, because some of them is not for me, but others maybe. One of the earlier challenges I had, that was in a normal game, by the way, I was challenged to reach the maximum of units you can have in your account. And I did that. It took a while, because grinding money is not always the easiest thing to do, but I got to it, and Well, I can tell you, you can have 4.2 billion and a little bit more than that. But and when you reach that, any other money you get will not be counted. So I was sitting with 4.2 billion and couldn't actually really use them for anything. So I had just gotten an S-Class hauler a couple of weeks before I actually started that challenge. So I hadn't done anything with it, so I put storage slots on it for most of the money, and some people were sitting crying me spending so much money on storage slots. I will say it was actually probably the last time I did do storage slots by money, but yeah. So anything we can see from here? So there's a lot of interesting things, but that is not really things I want to go for. So I am back to going south. I've tried to go south all along because I think it's kind of important you go in the same direction, because otherwise you get lost where you have been and where you haven't been. Yes, I don't pick up all the broken machineries, because then I end up stopping all the time refining, and that's not very interesting either. It keeps coming up that I should go to my ship. That's the observatory we were at. That is not... That was not useful, unfortunately, and that was the same the first time I played this challenge. I would have loved to get a crashed ship, because that would make it quite interesting. Because I wouldn't be able to do a lot of repairs, but I would be able to get around a little bit easier on the planet. So, yeah.
Technology recharge.
Should I put that one on as well?
Technology recharge.
It is kind of better when you are protected. So yeah, there is sentinels on this planet. Oh no, no. Don't do that, that's stupid. So navigation basics. Yeah. That is not that simple because as a monolith. Can I use that possibly for anything? I honestly don't think so. That's it's not really. The monolith could possibly show me to a portal, but well, I don't have what it asked for to do that, but that wouldn't even help me because I don't have a single glyph. I don't have any. I would lack a lot of things to actually activate it, so that wouldn't even be beneficial at this point. Good evening. How are you today? Okay, the unknown is a monolith as well. Ah. Take the language because well, at least that makes it easier down the line. So there's a monolith there as well, but I'm actually going to leave that alone. It is not going to help me with anything. Ancient ruin on another planet, yeah. It is going to be difficult to get to without a ship. Yeah, I'm actually quite good. Still annoyed that the Game Pass have not updated No Man's Sky, but well, then I will just continue this for a while. It's actually kind of refreshing starting something new and run around like a headless chicken and try to pretend you know what you're doing. Yeah, but Xbox Game Pass is for PC as well, and I never tried to play No Man's Sky on the Xbox because I am a muppet with controllers. Which theoretically doesn't make sense because there's less keys buttons than I'm used to, but yeah. But apart from that, then, well, I could actually then look at see if something had come up. Because if they've released it, then they might have approved it here as well. No, I'm not doing anything with Battle.net. That's a completely different game. No, there's nothing at the moment, so yeah. We'll have to be... Yeah, no, we actually talked about that in the past, because many are like that. They prefer to sit with a controller, and my daughter is like that. She plays as much as she can with controller, and is very good at it. But my son and me, we are both keyboard warriors. Even though when I really started playing games, it was mainly with joystick, so that was completely different. I have tried that in newer times. That didn't really work out. I would say my daughter has been sitting on the Switch playing Mario most of the day, so yeah. She likes to go into the old games and play them. Yeah, that was how it was long ago in a galaxy far away almost. Yeah, I'm not picking up because I don't have any space, so Jesus. It's so easy to miss something. However. Yeah. Yeah, I don't mind the Switch when it's up on the TV, but the handheld is not really, it's too small for me. What's the problem? What do you feel is the problem? What is it you can't get the hang of? Because it's it's simple, but it's not simple, if that makes sense. So, but I had one on stream one evening who told me that there were certain things he didn't really understand how to deal with, and when I had explained him some of the things, he actually kind of had a eureka moment and oh, wait a minute, then and then he actually kind of got his part. The thing is, I'm not any extraordinary player or anything. I'm just an average player, and I just try to have fun playing, and that's what I have most of the time. Until I start moaning, that happens. But of course, you should always kind of have an engagement in what you do, because if you don't, then you're just sitting pressing buttons. Yeah, she's been very kind on coming on mine, so I always thought I would repay, and if I can give sometimes a good suggestion to something, then I'm happy, because that's sometimes all you need. It's how can you say it? Push it in the right direction. That helps a lot. But I'm a horrible backseat driver, to be honest, and you know, sometimes you have the answer straight in front of you and you can't see it, and we all been there. You have to remember, we have all been new at any game, and I have made. I was struggling when I started surviving, when I started a new game, and it took me quite a while to actually find out what the whole thing was about. And at that time, there was no help whatsoever. So a lot of the hints that comes up now when you start, it tells you you need this, you need that. It wasn't there in the beginning, and you were just chucked down on a planet like this one I'm on right now, and yeah, alright, you survive now. And you were sitting there, yeah, what do I need? And then it's just actually start trying out. But no, honestly, I do think sometimes we all need a little push in the right direction, and when that comes, then things changes to a very, very nice experience. Yeah, I know, and I'm very grateful for my regulars, to be honest, because that is that's the people I'm sitting streaming for. Yeah, that others come in and watch and go again, and that's fine. Well, that I can't fault anyone for, because if what I'm doing is not something others is interested in, then yeah, they will leave. I mean, if it's someone who wants to see how you build bases and make them very beautiful, that's not me, because I am a unesthetic shrine when it comes to making a base. For me, it's slapping down 4 pieces of flooring and then go from there. Um, and that's kind of how it is. And that is the great thing. We are all different, and No Man's Sky actually has so many options to play your game rather than my game or someone else's game, because you can choose exactly how you want to play. So I need some. Yeah, I know. I really don't want to leave them unattended, but well, that will happen anyway. But that is, of course, also why I comes and watch her stream from time to time. And as I said, I'm a bad backseat driver, because I'm sitting jumping sometimes, and it's no matter who I watch. Some people make me nervous. That's not a that's not a secret. I told your missus on Saturday she made me nervous. Well, to be honest, I sometimes make myself nervous. Anyway, tell her that to let me know when she become affiliate, then I will repay her friendliness and put my Prime subscription on her. Yeah, so Cheramore, I would not suggest you start playing Permadeath. I would suggest you play normal game and try to get the basic, how to survive easily, get all the mechanisms with fighting, farming, building, trading, whatever there is, and then find out what it is actually you like to do, and then pursue that. No, and I will not suggest you need to have the basic going first, and I would say some players makes it looks very easy, and I will not go down that route because it's not. You really have to think about what you're doing constantly, because one wrong step, then it's a new game, because then you are out of the game. But the thing is, it's not impossible, but it is important to have the basic in place, and you only get that by playing for a while. But also it is very important to find out what do you like doing in the game. Do you like to go and explore planets, find weird things? Do you want to fight? Do you want to do the achievements, the missions? Do you want to see how far you can actually get? That's a goal for some. Do you want to collect ships? Do you want to have the coolest freighter there is in the universe, and kit it out like well, yeah, I almost took an inappropriate route there, so no, but I think you get what I'm saying. It's finding your part, and I talk a lot about that. Yeah. That you kind of have to look for in No Man's Sky, but well, there's two parts which fit that description, because you're gonna either be a bounty hunter. No, I wouldn't say that, but it's kind words. I don't feel it's easy. I feel it's challenging, and that's what I like. I do like a challenge. But as long as you live by the rules, rule number 1, don't die, then you're fine. You can almost die, it's still fine. Just don't die. But that kind of go with all games. If you don't die, you do better. If you don't die, you win a Fortnite game. So it's as simple as that. Talk about that. My daughter tried Fortnite at some point, and there was this guy she shot. He was very unhappy, and he was sitting, being very toxic. And then she just calmly wrote to him, "Are you aware you've just been killed by a girl?" And then he shut up. Oh, I think he had a bad day. I mean, I I do understand the battle royale ideas in certain games, but I mean, I'm the generation where you think, yeah, I could participate, and that's probably it. Um, and if I don't end up as number 90 to 100, then it's a win. But no, that's not really a game for me. I think with age, my reaction has become a little bit slow. Sometimes, at least. But it is. No, I will still not say you should start out on permadeath, but okay, if you can do that, then you're fine. But I was saying there is actually a part you could choose when you like fighting. You can either turn pirate. That go from pirate station to pirate station, do the missions there. There's a lot of shooting. Or you could turn bounty hunter and try to kill pirates. Those two options is actually quite fun. I have tried to play a game where I was only a bounty hunter, and there's a lot of fighting going on, and you actually earn money on it. So. It's not a bad career. I would say you're in a good situation. You have someone to ask if there's something you don't get exactly, which can show you at hand. Or if you want, you can always come and ask me. I am very happy to give my input as well. I have had a lot of people asking about sometimes very simple things they didn't get, and other times very complicated things, but I actually don't mind showing on screen if I can. The thing is, many people think, oh, I don't want to ask that because that makes me look stupid. No, it doesn't. If you ask something you genuinely want to know, then you're never stupid. Then you're interested in learning the thing. You know, the most annoying kids are those who say why to everything you say. It's actually not to be annoying they do it, it's because they genuinely want to know what's behind what you're saying. So I still have one slot. I have a free slot. Wow. I could do with somewhere. I could. How much do I have? I have 500 carbon. 544 to be exactly.
Technology recharge.
No, I will not say that Permadeath in any way is easy, and I don't believe it is. I do believe that playing, well, I actually found it more difficult to play Permadeath when I played cautiously. When I started playing Permadeath, I was so afraid of dying, so I played really so it would be I would be so careful that I actually put myself in danger, and that's the wrong way to play anything on. You have to play as you normally play, and then of course use your head. That's don't do overly stupid things. Don't play like me. I make too many stupid things sometimes. Even though I know it's not the right thing to do.
Thermal protection fully.
Jesus, it just goes so fast.
Technology recharge.
Oh. Okay, is that another observatory? Maybe we could be a little bit more lucky this time. Yes. Okay. Yeah, it is. It is. And I don't think it's a bad thing, because you sometimes need to learn to push your boundaries to almost so the elastic band breaks, but you have to learn to go to that breaking point. That's as long as it doesn't break, you're good. If it breaks, you might be in trouble. Okay. Okay, this is promising. How far away is it? There's something over there to the right. There's two buildings. And if it tells me it's on another planet, then I will say words which should not be transmitted live on any medium. Where is it? 15 hours. Okay. What direction? Almost south. Okay. Well. I run the opposite direction. That's really. Yeah, I mean, you're always welcome to come in and have a little chit chat about things, and it's fine. And to be honest, if I can't help you, there might be others who can. I do have some very experienced players in the background sometimes, and they have even helped me with new stuff. What do I need that for? I don't actually really need that. Oh well. I have a 15 hours run. And when I say that, that's not even a joke. But that's the best option I have at hand, because at least I'm going in the direction I have all along, and I might actually encounter other things on the way, so it's not necessarily bad. Say one thing with this planet is it's good there's a lot of caves. That's at least something which is useful. There's another building. That's another observatory. Okay. We are collecting them now. So I doubt that's not an observatory. What am I saying? This is just shelters. Okay. Yeah. So don't think I need that, but you know what? Now I have to be smart. What does that actually? That goes to Mordai. That I can't really use. So tritium becomes dihydrogen, so that I can actually put in one kind of pod. tritium is not that important right now because it's to fuel the ship, and to do that I need a ship first. And the tritium is actually quite easy to get in space, so that is probably the better option anyway. And I must admit, sometimes you have to... Oh, blast it. Sometimes you have to choose whether you take one or another option. So I got all the animals now, which means I got the bonus nanites, which is quite nice. But yeah, it is so important. Not be afraid of actually try things, and you can make mistakes. That's okay actually, and as said, it is actually how you learn. But sometimes you have to be almost brave to get to the point where you actually dare do the stupid things, if you can say it like that. But sometimes it's more brave to be stupid than it is to be wise. Because if you take the clever solution, that might actually have a whole lot of risk with it. So it's not always the best. This is a funny thing. I just sitting thinking, I found a distress signal. It's not even sure it's one which gives a ship, but it could be. But in reality, if I... Oh, that's a lie. I'm sitting here lying for you because I'm on my Steam account. And I actually don't have much on Twitch drops and stuff like that. On that, if anything, actually I think I have everything on my Game Pass. So. But I was going to say, it's funny, because if I could get to the anomaly, I think I have 15 ships I can get then. But that is actually wrong. So, it sounds nice, but I forgot I was on my other accounts. I actually was thinking about the other day that I should actually play on this account a little bit more, so I actually always have something alternatively if needed. Because it's actually nice to kind of go into a normal game and, well, not normal game, but a longer running Permadeath, for instance, where it would be a little bit more options what we do and what we don't do. So what on earth am I doing here? I have 2 slots. Wow. I think I will just walk my 15 hours. At least I will walk in that direction. I hope something pops up on the way. Otherwise it will take a very long time. And I will say the 15 hours is calculated on the speed you have when you run without any assistance. So when I do this, I actually cut on the time. But I would still look for buildings on the way as well. Because I might find a trade post on the way. That would not harm anything. We'll soon have to go to a cave, but oh.
Technology recharge.
So rule number 1 is always no. I should not blasted. I should not compromise the rule set. The set of sub-rules that you need to pay attention to is always respect the environment, make sure you are protected as much as you can be. Because weather, meaning temperature or environment, whether it's toxic, radioactive and all that, actually have a very big influence on your survival. And if you don't respect it, I'm not saying you should fear it, because that that's the part I don't really believe in. But respect it and make sure you are relatively topped up all the time. Then you are bound to do good. At least you survive longer just in the environment. Of course, if you start shooting the sentinels and all that, then you add to the risk factor you're actually doing, and as I said yesterday, I am not really keen on fighting sentinels with a bowcaster. I know there's people doing that and they survive, but I have very bad experience with that, and so I said I needed this. Well, not that, but the cave. And I will have to put this. I don't do that way. I do it this way. I have to put that in because I need to make some protection for myself. I need some iron batteries and I need cobalt for that. So that is just how you actually have to prioritize your game sometimes. And for me, it's a question of planning ahead. I don't know anything worse than ending up in a situation where I'm sitting thinking with myself, I should have, okay, I can say cobalt still, so that is fine. Where I'm sitting thinking with myself, oh, I should have done that. And if I do that, then I actually always end up getting into trouble. So, again, I'm not telling anyone how to play, because that's really not my place. I'm giving suggestions, hint, tips, tricks. And to be honest, if you feel you can use what I say, do so. Oh dear, I can't use this, so that would be good for money, but so whatever I say, which you think, oh, that's a good idea, then you can use that. If you start thinking, oh, I never thought about that, but I have done it this way ever since I started playing and that works, that's fine. You choose your path, you do what you feel is right, and I shouldn't be telling you, oh, you have to do this. No, I won't. But one thing I have learned over time is that sometimes there's easier ways to do things, and I must admit I picked some of them up, especially as they were suggested by viewers. And so why don't you do this? And I tried, and some of them I have kept, and others I have dismissed because that was not how I played. So, okay. No more space, so I need to make space. And I'm kind of cheating a little bit because I can put one in there without doing anything. Then I get it out of my exosuit. I am actually going to process it, but you can sometimes create yourself a little bit of space if you want to do certain things. So I have one cobalt. That is brilliant. So can I get 9 more cobalt so I don't have any in my exosuit? It's a little bit stupid having one cobalt filling a slot, so...
Technology recharge. Technology recharge.
There we go, that is... Actually... I don't have space for these, unfortunately, so that is... I'm just going to leave them. I have 10, and that's a whole stack of them, so that's actually fine. Keeping it for now, but eventually I will probably chug it away, but we have to stop. I for a second thought that I was not going to come out of that cave. Yeah. On Permadeath, a ground hit does more damage than it does on normal. So just bear that in mind when you use your jetpack. Some players who plays a lot of Permadeath actually say don't ever use your jetpack. I'm a little bit... No, I play as I normally play, and I take the hits as they come. So there's many interesting things around, but there's another transmission tower. Or is that the one I already was at? Then I'm running around in a circle. Then I have difficult, unless it was the one who gave me something in space. I'm actually not sure. It could be. So, I will actually go and check it out, because if it's not the same, it's worth just see what it brings. I mean, I'm not in a rush or anything. The only thing is I have to survive. So I always know if I have been at a place because I take these, and if I have been there, they would only say save. Oh, sometimes you just have to find a pattern in those numbers. So this is definitely a ship. Okay. How far away is that? God. I'm struggling seeing them on the inside. I could talk to him, but I don't want to, because sometimes they actually... So I only have one. Is that the same? Then... Oh, it doesn't come up as missions, okay. So I have that one I have marked. Sometimes because there's mountains that goes down instead of up. Might only have the same, okay. Well, sometimes a problem, you get a lot of noise on the screen. And with noise, I mean all this information you get to you. So I need to make make sure this is put on.
Technology recharge.
And as I said yesterday, if you do it before you come below 20, it's only 1. And I should really live by my own advice. Which I don't do. That is actually stupid. I still say 15 hours, and I feel I've been running for 3 hours now.
Technology recharge.
It would actually be nice if you could find abandoned exocraft and stuff like that as well. It's a little bit one thing I always thought was a little bit a flaw, because you would think someone left their exocraft, flew off or some things like that. So theoretically you should be able to find some. I know it's not the case, but still. Right now I'm thinking that it would be nice if it was like in Starfield, you could actually steal a ship. Yeah, well, you can't, so you should not be like that. This is a civilized game.
Technology recharge.
So there's still 2 things which would not be bad. A trading post or a colossal archive. They would both be actually helpful, but I did it again. And that is the danger I just talked about. See, that was stupidity that almost brought me down. So yeah, if you jump off a cliff, you might not feel so well afterwards. I don't have time to stay at them, so... That would be too easy, wouldn't it? There's like an unknown building up there. It's just the wrong way-ish. But on the other hand, unknown buildings could be anything, so... it might be interesting. So let's go up to this peak. Let's see what that actually covers. That was too far down. Drones. I can't really afford fighting with them, so no, I'm going to leave that. Oh, I took a wrong turn, yeah. That's the risk when you don't mark it, and I don't do that when I have something else, so let's go see. Oh, that is actually brilliant. It was a trade terminal, which is probably as if you come on under circumstances, but it says possibly. I keep getting something. Not anymore. Okay. So what then? Oh, the distress beacon actually gave me a direction I can follow, so at least I will kind of stay with that. And eventually, when I get there, hopefully there is a ship that would at least be okay. Yeah, this is rare. I've learned so many words without leaving the planet. That is rare. What? I think the problem was I didn't have any space in my suit. Oh, that I forgot that possibility. Well, I fucked that up, didn't I? Don't you do that. Bloody plants. I'm very good at, yeah, hitting the ground. Well, luckily it's only need ferrite dust, so that's something I actually have. And I'm running and running and running, and it's one of these situations where... What are you investigating? There is nothing to see here. I thought I repaired it. Well, thing is, don't be stupid. Yeah, I would say, as I said to Terramol, it's not per se more difficult, but you need to have the basic, the understanding of the basics in place, because when you have that, you know then how to actually survive, and that's the first thing. It's actually to get the survival part, and when that sits, then everything else is it's a challenge, but you can overcome many problems. But of course, I wouldn't expect anything less than actually getting things into the wrist sometimes. Ah. No, I would say I played a lot. Well, I got it roughly a year after it released, and I was scared away with all the negative things when it released, and it was actually a game I really looked forward to, but I didn't really want a game that was broken and pay... I can't remember the price. I think it was around 40 quid. I didn't really want to expose myself to that, because I know that if the game is bad, then I really regret buying it, and yeah, and all that kind of thing. So, but then it came on sale on Steam at that time. And then I thought, wow, well, now it's cheap, let me try it. And I played it a couple of years. I had some very long running sessions, and then I took a break, and I played other games as well at that time. So, but then a couple of years ago, I actually came back, and I pretty much played ever since. And that's because all the updates has added so much goodness to the game. It's it's amazing what that actually can do. First of all, I feel sometimes it's a whole other game, and that's of course not true, but it really have things in it that have enhanced it, and I firmly enjoy the game. That's
Thermal protection falling.
and now it's like well, I have to kill half an hour, so let's play half an hour No Man's Sky. It rarely sticks with the half an hour, but it is brilliant. The only thing I would say, I would hope that Xbox Game Pass soon updated so I can actually play it where I normally play it. Because it's actually annoying. It's not. That's where I have my long game and there was many funny things in the beginning. Even when I started playing more frequently, there was I have found a Paradise Planet. I remember that because that was quite interesting. And there was an ocean, and there was some big islands in this ocean, and I found a very flat island, and I thought, this is a great place to build a base. But I didn't start building because I had to end my game, and I saved it by going out of the ship, and next day I came back. Then the island wasn't there, and my ship was actually down in the ocean. And I spawned next to my ship. I almost died. Okay, it wasn't normal, so it wouldn't have been horrible, but came into the game almost drowning. Oh, that was many funny things there was. I also encountered the black hole glitch, where I went into a black hole and I was sent to a whole other galaxy. That was quite funny as well. Well, at least I get some nanites out of this, but it takes, unfortunately, quite a bit of refining. Yeah, but well, I will say kudos to Hello Games. They have worked hard on it the last 8 years, and they have given us so many updates that has really made the game better, and they have never charged a penny for it. And you know what? A lot of the updates they could have sold as DLCs, and I would happily have paid for them, to be honest. Because when you think about the hours you put into the game and how much entertainment you get for free, you can't do that anywhere anymore. I mean, nowadays if you go down to the park and watch the kids playing football, then you're a creep. Things are made wrong now. Everything that is free is not really possible anymore. Oh, nice. So, were you sitting there hoping Princess Peach came by? I mean, it's funny because I used to, many years ago now, when I was bored, and then I would go somewhere and see people playing football, tennis, badminton, whatever they were playing, volleyball. I didn't care who it was, if it was kids, adults, men, women, whatever. I just always liked watching sport, and now if you do it, you have to. I mean, I have to be very aware that I'm an elderly man, and that has sometimes gotten a very bad reputation. Oh. I have had the opposite problem, because I cleaned an area, flattened it out, and built a base, and then it was overgrown next time I came, so I could clean it again. That was I had a tree growing inside my house. That was not exactly how I expected it to be. Even though you say a lot of people has had a lot of hype with underground bases, so that's not a bad thing, is it? So I'm unfortunately in a situation where I'm running out of I ran out of carbon again. That happens all the time, I think. So I would say I found a distress signal, and it's 15 hours away. So I'm out for a very long walk, if nothing else. But I'm going toward it because if I'm lucky, I might find something on the way which will be useful. Bum, bum. No, not on this one. I did on the other one. Well, I found a trading post on the first one I did, but that's on my Game Pass account, which has not updated yet. So I don't want to sit and play the old version on stream. So I started this one yesterday, and that's it's okay. It's going okay. The only thing is that the stress beacon is very far away. So, but I can hope that I find something useful on the way. So now I'm in a safe place, if you can call it that. I'm actually going to make sure everything is topped up, what need to be topped up. At least. By the way, these challenges we do sometimes, they can be done in normal as well, so it doesn't have to be on Permadeath. So if you want a little bit extra challenge when you play, you could play these different challenges on normal as well. But again, I would say get your bearings and get into the game again before you start doing things like that. Well, the no ship ones is just adding a little bit start difficulties, I would say. After that, it kind of go very normal gameplay. It takes a little bit longer time. It's a slower start to it. Yeah, no, that so do I, and I did one with a colleague, I don't know, 4 or 5 years ago, and we played on normal, and the challenge was that every time we could replace the ship, we had to. So the start ship, when you fly to the first space station, if you have enough money to replace it with any ship there is on the space station, you have to do it. And it was just for fun, but it really got very tricky sometimes, because you had finally gotten an S-class fighter and or an exotic you could afford, then you bloody had to replace it with a C-class shuttle and stuff like that. Yeah, there was so much laughter in it, more than anything else, but it's what I call a silly challenge, because there's actually no challenge. It just costs you a lot of money. And then when you suddenly have 500 million units, yeah, no, it is, and I do think games is all about having fun. it doesn't always have to be. You have to do this. You have to kill this boss. You have to get this out of it. Although that's fine, but it doesn't have to be like that. And but you can find there's a lot of guys on YouTube who make videos about challenges for No Man's Sky. What is he called? Bumblebee or something like that. Can't remember if I actually marked him. Okay. That was something completely different. Okay, that's something that's put the impossible challenge. I don't know what that is. I haven't checked it. Iron Man challenge. No starter ship, hardest difficult. That's what I'm sitting doing now. So that's yeah, people bomb. This guy, he has a lot of different challenges, I believe, on his channel. He does other things as well, but it's well, it would have been easier if he had put it into oh well, it should be him, but if it's a wrong link, then I'm sorry. But I was actually advised to look at some of his challenges, and this no starter ship is one of his. And I actually I enjoyed this kind of challenges because maybe I should put on my own YouTube channel that kind of things. I just got an idea, but that's not going to be right now. That takes a little bit of work. Maybe make some community challenges. That is one possibility at least. Boom, 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 boom. Yeah, I think I'm good for now, so got a little bit more. Did the internet just glitch? I will say we have thunder in the area at the moment, had earlier. I haven't seen it flashing. So there's always a risk in this part of Britain that internet or electricity or something blows. So if I suddenly disappear, then just be patient. I will be back. I normally don't just run off in a strut. Sometimes you see something and you think it looks like something else. Interesting. Well, it keeps showing 15 hours, even though I've been walking towards it for roughly an hour, so with this speed I will reach it on Thursday or something like that. Oh, thank you. It's very appreciated. To mine or to Bumblebomb? Bumblebomb is not mine. The link to my YouTube is on my Twitch side page, so that's it's rather easy to get to.
Technology recharge. Yeah, well. It was always nice to find oxygen if you need it.
Problem is, I have very full bag, so I'm actually not picking anything up until I really need it. Oh, fuck, I should not have done that. Oh well. Building in that direction still, so well, you can argue that a waypoint is not a building. That's a holo tower. Okay. I don't think I ever learned so many words as I have done here. Yeah, I don't need the... Oh, that was low. I don't really need the holo tower, so that's... not the best to jump over there. That's something you can do with a full-fledged upgraded jetpack, but the starter one is not really made for that. That's actually another way you can get yourself into trouble, or worse. What did he start from? It looks like it just took off. I don't know, it's a little detour, but if there's something they can take off from, then it will be something I can use. nothing I can see that looks like anything useful, but it's worth a try. The problem is, you go to the next ridge and you can't see anything, then you're thinking, should I go to the next ridge, and so on and so on and so on. To be honest, at some point you realize, maybe this was not right anyway. Well, I'm actually going up to the next ridge, and if I can't see anything, well, I don't like that music that comes on when you are low on health. If you know it, I'm not using my jetpack right now until it comes back up. So there's nothing here which looks like anything I can use. And that's the annoying thing. You start thinking that every time you see a ship and it looks like it's just taking off, and you go pretty mental, so yeah.
Protection falling.
I am not keeping an eye on this today, but I have so many other things to look at, so landscape is one of the things. But there's a funny place that is hanging. And the question is, if I shoot that down, would it fall down? I know the answer, that is a no. It would just be hanging in the air. Be the Holo Tower I visited. I don't know why that kept sitting as an unknown building even as I was there. Maybe I should have gone up to it before it took the but sorry there's dog barking sometimes in the background, but I have a couple of very active dogs, so they love to play. So just need to clean up from time to time, and these shelters is actually good to do that, because they provide protection from the environment at least. And there's always a little lump sum up in the night, so even though it's not a lot every time, but it actually counts up, and when I finally get to be able to use them, I will have some to use. I don't understand why it keeps sitting on 15 hours. That's a long time. So that yeah, 15 hours is 15 hours. Yeah. But I hope that something else will pop up on the way. The distress signal won't go away, so I would say that it will hopefully I can find something a little bit more giving on the way. So and thank you for your subscription on YouTube. It is a lot harder on YouTube than it is on Twitch to get people to sign up. Somehow I think it's actually easier when you're sitting live with people and can chit chat with them, and it's a two-way communication. YouTube is pretty much one way, and it's a little bit funny because it's the same type of media, but it's very different. I would say for us here in our household, YouTube is always the go-to place if we need to find something out, how to repair a water faucet or the shower head or something like that. It's very good and useful. I know people use YouTube for many different things, but also if you're stuck in a game, YouTube is actually quite good to get that little bit of an edge. How do I overcome this problem? And that is actually, well, for me and my family, one of the things we use a lot, but it's unfortunately a little bit like TV, that you sit and watch something and then that's it. Where you on Twitch are sitting watching someone and they make you nervous. They excite you. You feel with them when they get into trouble. You laugh with them, you cry with them. That's where I think Twitch is better than YouTube, but yeah, well, that's my humble opinion. And yeah, I have to do these refining sessions in between, so I can keep a couple of slots in my exosuit if I should find the winning, the golden ticket, so to speak. I'm not sure I will, but it is actually nice to have. Hello, come here. What are you doing? What are you doing? You cheeky little girl. Oh, you get bigger. Oops. Yeah. Oh, kisses. Oh, take your out of my nose. Yeah. Oh, little girl. Oh, you are so loving. This is my youngest. What are you doing? That's my hand. Can you say hi to all the viewers? Hi. Oh, she says you're boring. She is very cute and very energetic. She has a tendency to come in and say hi sometimes. And yeah, so do I. I've always been a big fan of dogs and cats, mainly, but I've had other animals as well. But I would say after we got our first border collie, I really regret I haven't gotten into that dog race many years ago. They are the most amazing dogs I ever had, and well, now we suddenly have two. So yeah. do demand a lot of physical and psychological work, but it's great, and it forces me to actually go out and walk around, because with age you get a little bit settled and don't come too much around, or you take your car and stuff like that. I'm actually really glad that we have the dogs and we walk long walks with them every day out in the countryside and the forest, and that is absolutely lovely. And I think it's playtime now. They can sound so serious, especially the little one. She sounds like she's in a really wildlife animal movie with and the funny part is when she plays with the cat. We got we had an old cat when we moved up here, and he's not interested in dogs, and he just want to be left alone. But we got a rescue, a little young cat, and him and the puppy is rough. Wow, he's a little bit older than her, but they play together, and he just don't give a damn thing about her barking, growling, snarling, whatever you want to call it. He's just looking at her like, is that all you got? Oh, no, I love our animals, and I never regretted having them. I need more of that, but that will come as we go around. So, we are out on a 15 hours walk. In worst case, that is, because if something pops up on the way, it is just beneficial. I do have to, in between, when I find a good cave or a shelter, just clean up so I have a couple of slots in my exosuit, because otherwise I'm suddenly in a situation, if I found something good, I couldn't actually get it, and that would be very sad. We don't like sad. Okay. So, if you don't know this game, there is a set of in-game achievements. It's called milestones. They use milestones a lot as different things, but in the normal game, milestones is kind of achievements, and you get them for many different things. How many different things you kill, how much money you have, how many words you learn, how many aliens you meet, and so on and so on and so on. And I don't think I ever had a level 5 on languages before I left a planet before. So that's quite an interesting thing to have. I also got for money and for walking distances, but that is more expected when you walk around looking for a ship. So that I kind of expected, but not the language one. And the thing is, I don't go out of my way to take the knowledge stones where you learn words from, but when I come by them, yeah, then I of course take them. Maybe I shouldn't sap the thingy. See, that is useful, and that's what I mean by finding a golden ticket. Well, I'm not on a toxic planet, but at some point I will be, and an S-class module with that protection, that saves me 600 nanites, so getting that for free is absolutely nice. So do I need to clean up? Not right now, because I still have 2 slots. You see, I have an A slot per ship, but A-class module per ship, but that is not something I'm going to kind of use, but I have another plan with it, but I need a ship first. I have 2 buildings now, I can see. And I'm not very good at this today. Honestly, I am a mobbit more than anything else. So that's not really a building either, but the thing is, which is useful, is, and that's the reason I go to them, even though they don't actually hold anything I can use. But taking these give actually nanites, not directly, but indirectly. So if you wonder, why is there an empty one here? I have a guess, but I'm not going to give it to you. The nanites come every time you get a waypoint, you get 3 nanites. And if you upload whatever you have, I have done this a couple of times, so I'm not getting my full findings, but you see, I get 77 this time. Every time you scan something, and that is that is here, flora, fauna, minerals. When you scan them, you get 1 nanite, which counts up in this upload all. That is information to the community, it's called. And I will say it's not necessarily a lot you get, but what I always do, I just keep them there, and then from time to time I upload them, and sometimes I actually have loads without actually knowing I had something, so it's a nice bonus. Oh, it's down to 14 hours. We are coming now. So it's at least going the right way. I feel the density of sentinels has gone up, and that's kind of weird. And there's another thing, you could actually... You could kill sentinels and get rewards out of them, but did they land somewhere? No. Wow. I don't know. Damage. Oh, more patient. I kept that so it's actually stacking up in the same, but and now I'm curious. I'm always curious, and that I think that's a good thing when you play No Man's Sky. Curiosity is one of the things which can drive you, and I would say that when you're curious, you actually kind of play very well in the game, because you start going looking after things, at things, with things, and that's very often what makes it interesting. I mean, there is something special finding a flying elephant, or what it could be. So there could have been a trading post there, but there's not. And the reason I say that like that is trading post very often is on a flat plateau, so where is our marker led? So we have come an hour closer, so that's yeah. There's very little I can do actually to speed up. There's no shortcut unless I had a ship, which I'm on my way to actually go and try to get. So that's just how it is. I mean, there's no when you choose this kind of challenge, then you know you're in for at least a walk and a half, and
Technology recharge.
it can sometimes take a very long time to actually achieve what you are on. And it's not just finding a ship, because there's a lot of things I still don't have and I need to get. For instance, the terrain manipulator I don't have yet, and I have to go and find that when I have a ship. That I would have gotten with the Starship, but that's not in the cards right now. Yeah, I'm just stocking up some carbon because I know I'm going to need it down the line. A monolith that is not really useful. The only thing I really can get out of that at the moment is language, and that's it's not worth going kind of back on myself to do that.
Technology recharge.
I am really not up on the ball today. That's really a bummer, but yeah. But you know what? That's kind of a minor thing. As long as I can survive. And I do believe I can, so that's... If I can't survive, then I have other problems, I would say. The only thing is, you sometimes have to take the time to actually kind of get things done. Now I need a cave or something, because otherwise I can't pick anything up until I get that refined. That way, but not crawling up over that. Again, these ships look like they were landing somewhere, but until I have something in sight, I don't really believe it. The thing is, not everything shows up. kits. For now. So we have to clean up a little bit again.
Technology recharge.
That's the curse with this kind of challenges, that